Good morning, guys. All right, so it's FOMC day. All right, close that out. I think what I'm see, we already got our highs and lows marked out for the day. Highs of the day right now is at 997. Then you open and yesterday's close is sitting at 701. Let me see that. I kind of want to short below those 700s if we're going to move down today. But I'm not really sure what to expect. I just know it's the day before the morning of FOMC. So either be chop or we kind of get a directional move, and then the Feds will send it whatever direction they're going to send it this evening. So below this 5 minute supply and demand areas, that's why I said 700, and it's also at that opening close. So that's why I said I feel like that's a good area to look for a short below the 700s this morning. What is that? 705? All right. 21. 38. All right, kind of marked out that first supply and demand area here. Then we'll just kind of go from there. I feel like if we can break, we kind of can make another run for those 600s yesterday if we're going to move to the downside. All right, sorry. So we got news knocked out. So we don't have any news this morning. It's FOMC. It's also rollover week, so it could be choppy this morning. Just all right. Let's see what chart we're going to trade with today. We're going to probably start out with the all right. All right, should be good to go, guys. Good to go. All right, is that the market? No. Oh crap, I changed it. I forgot about that. We've been having issues with freaking wow, this thing just went straight up before the market even opened, dude. I hate when it does this. Yeah, see, I'm having issues with loading up on my Quant Tower this morning, guys. I'm kind of scared to take a trade on that this morning because I'm scared if I hit the buy or sell button, it's going to be like super delayed. Excuse me. All right, so we kind of popped up, hit that pivot. That's pretty normal. We're action off that 90. You know, every day we hit that 90, have a little reverse back to the 70s, probably 80s. Then usually that second push, if you are like trying to take longs, then it pushes through the 90 that second round. Usually whenever I take these type plays, I try to wait for it to get above the whole number there. That was some really weird price action for first thing in the morning, a couple minutes before the market opens. These are my charts. I don't know if anybody else is using Quantower this morning, but I'm having issues with my charts not loading. So not really sure what's going on. Man, this thing's just going straight to the moon. Dude, this thing could go all the way to 903. Nope, I take that back. At least 861. All right, there's a 10. That kind of worked out nicely if the 90 holds. This one's so close to opening, that would be something that I like sometimes on eval trades is we push up to 810, pull back, retest to 90, then we pop again. But it's so early in the morning that usually whenever I try to take these kind of trades so close to the opening, I usually get wrecked, or I don't usually have the greatest luck when it comes to early morning trading. Most of the time I always dig myself in a hole, then I have to spend between 10 and 12 getting myself out of the hole. So I think I'm just going to wait for the first 15 minutes to set up. This way we kind of get a 15-minute opening range. And this could just be seek and destroy today, guys. I mean, that's a pretty normal FOMC day when it's just trapping on both sides. I was debating on even streaming this morning because of that type of price action. Like, not sure how well it's going to be today. I feel like we're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow, tomorrow or Friday to get some kind of normal price action after FOMC. But we'll get on here and give it a few hours. So If we don't have good price action this morning, we'll probably just call it good on the stream. This way, we're not tempted to take any trades ourselves and come back for FOMC. All right, so my quant hour charts finally did load up. If the Bulls can hold this 21, you may get a bounce here. Let me bring over. And I'm kind of scared to take I'm even kind of scared to take a trade here on this because I'm scared it's going to be delayed. I almost want to take a filler trade with 1 micro just to make sure. So I may try to enter with the 1 micro here just to see if just to make sure I can enter and close the trade because it's taken like almost a minute for my charts to load up. And it's even got a gap here on this. Yeah, I guess it does. All right. Yep. It'll allow me to enter and flatten. All right. We still could get the move down, but like I said, I just wanted to do a little teaser test there just to make sure that I can enter and exit trades okay. Let me. I thought we would probably hit those 38s. That's the top of that supply and demand area, kind of for the 5-minute chart. There's a lot of support down here. And kind of look to the left. We had a lot of support around there at 38. So. I'm sorry, man. My sinuses have been just horrible the last couple weeks, guys. Feel like I've been coughing nonstop since Friday or Thursday. We had like a bad storm last week and it brought all this dust and debris, and it's been miserable since then. Kind of see how we're not having like good follow through. That to me, that's what makes this like difficult to trade. I mean, if you get in too late, or you just got to get in time to at least get your, depending on how many points you're looking for. But I make most of my money on my trades off the runners. So we still got a few minutes before the 15-minute sets. Yeah, we got to lose the 38. Then we may. I don't know. I'm almost interested in shorts below the 700s. Let me bring up the ES because we do have a bear bull line on the ES today. And I want to say that is the 50 range there. Oh, excuse me. There comes our first target of the 38s there. If we lose 38, next target's going to be 21. All right, so not quite the 15 minutes. Like to see if we can get maybe. All right, so there's our next target. There's your 21. We hit it, rejected. The next target. Now, this is where I'm going to be interested in shorts if we get back below those 700s, because I feel like we can make a push all the way to the 600s tonight or this morning. Yeah, 705s. need to get through this area here. We lose this area here, we should still got a long ways to the downside. Because we only touched that area one time yesterday, where we talked about 600s being the bottom from yesterday. Would it be really nice if we can get a push below this level and get some kind of little bear flag set up here, or even a bear flag set up into this area here. All right, so there's that first touch of the bottom of that supply and demand. I mean, it just hit right on the money there. 706. All right. I was looking forward. Wow. That was some pretty wild news there. What the crap? Was not looking for that huge spike. I think I heard somebody say Trump is speaking, so kind of causing a little bit of the. Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of got lost from the chat this morning. Good morning, Java. Good morning, Andy. We're going to be trying as patient as we can this morning, just being FOMC and FOMC day. Man, I was kind of feeling a little bearish here, and man, we just ripped off the 700s. Almost 100 points. Man. Right, maybe above what, 90? Back above 90? Oh, it's insane this morning, guys. Insane. Anybody try any trades this morning? Yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, it's kind of expected, man. That's why I'm being super patient this morning because of just being FOMC day. I just feel like anything could happen this morning. I don't know if it's going to be a ranging day where we just stay in like a 100-point range or if it's going to chop sideways. So let's see. Java, how did yesterday go for you? Did you end up green yesterday or Monday? Monday was pretty crappy for me. I ended up red Monday. Monday was like super tough. Like it was so choppy Monday morning. Yesterday was really good day. Yesterday was a really good trading day for myself. All right, there comes that 90 touch, and that's actually on a supply and demand zone. Right there at the top of that. Just need those 90s to hold. But we have a lot of room to the upside that we could go. We can move all the way up to the 900s here if we can get above the 8s. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to take that. I was just. Oh, goodness. Man, I was hoping this would be the setup right here. Get that 2 or 3 candle pullback into that support level at 38, then have the move down. But that was burnt. Completely burnt. It just literally just slingshot up 60 points off of that level. All right, so this looks like it's maybe consolidating for a big move. These right here are hard for me to enter too. I don't usually do very well on these. So what's going to happen probably is it's going to barcode sideways, chop sideways. Then we're either going to get the big breakout up to the upside or downside. You would think it'd want to clear out this gap before we went to the upside. I mean, most of the time we clear out these huge fair value gaps if we are going to move up. Excuse me. Then it looks like you're getting a breakout here and it's just stall. All right. Nope. I mean, we got a lot of room to the upside. We can go all the way up to the 900s if we can get some kind of entry here. Not on this particular move, but maybe if we can get above this 15 level here, then pull back into it. Oh my goodness. All right, so we did get finally a print above there. All right, so there's your 15-minute breakout. All right, so we can wait and see if we get some kind of pullback here into your 15 minutes. If you like to try the, if anybody's interested in the 15 minutes, like I said, those are not funded trades for me, but these are eval type trades for myself. All right, this is a small red candle. That would be a nice bullish type move. Like if this stays red, like nice and red like this, and then you could get that, finish that bullish move to the upside there. Let's see. Like I said, this is eval only for myself. I hate that it's struggling to move there. He wanted that to go. Not a fan of that. Dang it. It's just 3 micros. We're going to keep all of our trades super small today. As long as 30 holds, I'll stay in. But if I lose 30, I'm going to close this trade. Kind of minimize my loss. That way we'll just be out, what, 30, 60 bucks or something like that. Yeah, so we're getting back below that level. So 30 holds, that's your chance to break even. No, it's not going. All right, we're closing that one down and minimize our losses. That way we're only down 60 bucks. And we'll look for another entry there. Keeper. And it still may go. I just didn't want to take a bigger loss than I need to. I thought once we got this little setup here that this candle here would continue the bullish reaction. That was a weird price candle there, and it was. I mean, we hit the 9, son of a b, but it was just such a weird pop. I mean, I still feel like our target's up at 902. Or 61 at least. Goodness. Looks like we're going to kind of miss this one too. I mean, this was probably as close as we got to the 15 minutes here. That might have been your entry, probably down at the teens. But it didn't quite touch it. I was hoping more of a kind of a wick off of that 17 area. So what I'd like to see here is maybe, you get that first pull up off the 9. It's usually not as big. Then maybe this time we'll get a pull back a little bit deeper back into this area towards the 800s or this 21. Then maybe we can look for a trade off of there. So that 5 minute, look at the 5 minute offered that setup here. How we had the bullish candle, the small little red candle, then the engulfing next bullish candle. So the 5 minute offered that setup, but the 1 minute wasn't that great. So this is what I was looking for here a while ago. This is what I was trying to take that long off of. There's your 861s. That's your next target up. Yeah. Right here. It's on the 15 minutes here. After that, like I said, 900. Nah. Come on. So what did I say? 61? Above 61, we're probably going to make it up to the 905s. Golly, I cannot stop coughing. This is nuts. I don't know if it's gonna make it to the 900s before we're even able to find an entry. So just got to sit here and just be patient, wait for the pullback. Was hoping for a little run right here, but and I didn't really want to risk probably 120 bucks on my account, so we just went ahead and closed it below 30. Looks like it pulled right back to the 2018, then just ripped literally 50 freaking points. All right, so there comes our 900s. Like I said, 903. Yeah, I got trapped on this candle here. All right, so did we get the 900s? No. Maybe here we can get the pull back into the 30s here. At least hope we get something deeper than a 9. We already kind of got the 9 touch here. Hmm. I just click not use code and take the discount. All right, so there comes that 900 that we were talking about. Just did not get a good looking. So far, the price action has just been just super tough, guys. I feel like I kind of didn't capitalize for my one entry down here. It was kind of like a little trap here. Yeah, this was the setup here, guys. Totally missed it. I guess after I got stopped out on this one, I was a little worried on taking it again. So this is why we didn't take this one here. This was the bear flag setup here that we completely missed. All right, so let's see if we can get another entry here off the 55 here. Mm. It's just not really a deep enough pullback. Mm. See, it's even just not even comfortable jumping in this little bear flag setup. Just the way that it's hesitating. Like I said today, we're just going to do our best just to get out of the day without being super negative or messing up any accounts. All right, so we're going to wait and see what happens with this 20 level. Is what we're kind of looking for. This 21 EMA sitting here at the 60s. Hmm. All right, so we're watching that 66 level here. I think if we can lose 61, we may get a nice little push down. Let me find that. Yeah, 61. Most of the moves just seem so trappy today that the entries, it just makes it so hard to enter on some of these. I think just because we just don't like we have that fluent move or like good movement. It's even choppy moving up. I mean, to me, this is choppy moving up where it's just barely going. So the Bulls need to hold 861 to stay in control. Yeah, it looks like it's creating a big bull flag here. There's the tap of the 161. Comes to, let's see, get a second touch there. I just want to keep it close in case that 61 holds. If 61 holds, we'll probably close this trade. Because that 61 is my bear bull line there. You can see it keeps popping it. And see, we could rip up from that area if that holds. Shit, gonna probably trap me again, it looks like. Damn. Nah. Let's hoping just a little bit more. Oh yeah, we printed below that level. Come on, we'll stay below 61 here. Oh man, it just barely wigged me. Come on. I don't know what it is. I see it. That happens a lot to me over on Quant Tower. I don't know what it is. I get like one tick so much on this freaking, like where the wig just barely hits it and just doesn't fill the order. Okay. All that pretty much did is get me back to break even. It's just so tough. Let's see if I can just enter on the lower amount here. Go back to just 2 micros or something. This stuff's just in chop fest. As long as 61 holds, we should still be good. Just that 61 level there just kind of has me a little worried. Man, it's just another trap trade, guys. We were just fortunate enough to get our 10 points. All right, we're going to go in light this time, just with 2 micros. So dude, see what I mean? This happens all the time with Quant Tower. Come on. This can, if it pulls back into 61 and holds, we'll add. If it gets back above 61, we'll fold. So like I said, 60-61 is my bear bull line. If that 61 fails, we'll close. Man, this shit could just go either way right now. Mm. All right, looks like we're ripping there. Above 61, like I said, we'll close this trade down. Because 61 is my bear bull line. So that was a nice bounce off the 61. Mm. All right, there's 61 still. So like I said, 61 is my line here. If above 61, we'll flatten our trade down. Because above 61, we'll be back kind of bullish here. I just don't know how many more bounces I want to withstand. We keep getting back to our buy-in target. We just cannot break through the freaking 45s here. Man, testing 61 again. Mm. It's like we're stuck in this range between 45 and 60 right now. Still. Ah, damn. And I think this may be going up. That's kind of a... I'm looking at this 5-minute chart over here. I think this is going up. Yep, it is. If I'm looking at this 5-minute chart over here, I just had to get out of that. Oof. I'm not really sure. I don't know if his internet went out or something. Yeah, I saw that his stream went out. I'll send him a text in a minute and ask him. I'm pretty sure he probably had something with his internet. Let's see if this play plays out here on the 5 minutes. We're just watching that 5 minutes. We want to see if we can hit that, what, 75 level? Because man, if this fails, I'll probably have to be my last trade of the day on this account, because that'll put me down a couple $100. I was taking this based on the 5-minute candle over here. My goodness. I might have been trapped in this. Woo. Yep. Mm. Yeah, I'll send him a text real quick, Peter, and ask him what happened. And see if his internet went out. I'm not really sure what. I almost feel like I need to exit this, because I thought once we got this little wick pass on the 5 minutes, then the small body here, that we at least push up to the 80s here. Because I look like we're still kind of creating a bear flag here. Sorry. All right. Yeah, Peter, he said his internet went out. All right, we had to flatten that. All right, so that's going to be a negative big day on that account today. I don't even know how much longer I'm going to trade today. It's just so choppy that if we continue trading, we're just going to be messing up our accounts, guys. So still no funded trade today. It's just evals today. So, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to call it quits and just probably come back for the FOMC this evening. I usually don't ever have any luck trying to trade FOMC day, I guess. All right, guys. Everyone have a good evening. We'll see you this evening. This way we can just hold on to what little profit we have in this account that kind of knocked us back down to what, $200.